penis.
That's
I
true.
was thinking of doing the same.
It's true.
We were all thinking about penis.
We're never not thinking about penis.
Well,
I
be
hate
honest.
us all
It's
so
a very enticing subject.
You know what you gotta do, Stewie.
Man, if anyone's thinking about penis, it's Stu.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Nat19, Fate Solar Shadow, Campaign 2, Session
Shadow.
66. What? What did I say?
You didn't. He did.
I love how you think that you said it.
What did you say that I thought I said? What was it? I at least want to know what fucked me up.
Fate penis shadow.
Oh my god.
Yay!
I get
I think
things.
we've
My
slowly
brain
devolved
doesn't
over the
words
course of
properly
Nat19.
all the time, so it's really easy to convince me I said something wrong. Oh my god. Okay.
There's
1,
a playlist.
2, 3. The following person must give me a summary of last game in under 2 minutes to receive an inspiration. Izzy, go.
Gladys got insta-gibbed pretty much immediately. David started getting, I think, his powers back. He was like going into a fugue state while everyone was just having a conversation around him and he was speaking in tones. He has to keep Orla alive for some reason, and he was saying that to the twins. It's like, all right, we have to keep Orla from getting killed by Julian, and they were not super about that. Isla and David went after Orla, and Dad showed up. Eventually, Julian just got turned away by Ryder, who made out with him until he left. And then Dad showed up, and it was like a shocking reveal.
I made a new contract with Type Luna, and
Okay.
in the contract, I have to neutralize the thing that's on Orla's arm. If she lives and is able to be of help, then she might gain some boons, sort of, from Type Luna.
You would, not her.
Oh, I would.
You would.
Oh, I misread that then.
I was gonna
Oh,
say, I
perfect.
don't want to fucking help Orla. Like, I help you.
You don't understand,
not
Isla.
Orla.
Instead of killing her, we could make her more powerful.
No.
No.
So I'm
That
out.
benefits us.
This is even better then.
Yo, David, do we got
fridge.
any milk in the fridge? Why don't you fucking find out for yourself? That's a state secret.
Dude, that's so fucking David, bro.
We never
Just
had...
like, do we have any milk in the fridge? No. Anyway, basically the point being, that thing on your arm, it's bad news, and
She gives you this look like, no shit.
yeah, I expected that.
Fucking yeah.
This parasite that has been enslaving my family for 15 generations, yeah, I didn't think too fondly of it.
Not a
Point
fan.
being, I now have the mission of trying to help you. Get rid of that.
I'm sorry, who are
fucking
you?
thing. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
What was it? God damn it! I forgot the
Relinquish?
words.
I relinquish my right to
Relinquish
secrecy.
my right to secrecy. That's it.
Blah, 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 blah.
There you go.
That
we
is
did
gonna-
it together.
I assume you're a master.
Is she still like, who are you?
Yeah,
yes.
she doesn't.
Yes, you.
Dude, she hasn't met me.
You were one time I remember, maybe.
She has no idea who I am.
But I love that there like isn't even a reputation. Like, you're
No,
the fierce warlock,
absolutely
David
not.
Nerd. It's like,
That is
who
con-
are
Dude, if I had a reputation, I wouldn't be doing my job right.
That's true. That is true.
I take it you're not a member of the Dial clan, and
No.
given what I know of everybody else, I don't know who you are, but I take it that you're the master of Lancer. My servant has been, pretty emphatic about trying to meet up and fight with yours.
Oh, I'm aware. It's a bit annoying, I gotta say. Shifts awkwardly.
Well,
23 passive perception will get that.
if you have, If you have some stake in getting this off of me, then I'd say I like you more than most people in this war. Looks over towards Isla. Person I assume to be Isla. Has your brother talked to you?
Whatever. I like reach out my hand or whatever.
Takes your hand, you reveal. Cool. Has your brother talked to you about what I talked to him about earlier? There's an item that belonged to Gear Free that one of you may have taken. That may lead to me removing myself from this war.
Why should I believe you?
Do I seem like the type that would lie?
I mean,
When
you
have I
sent
ever...
us on a mission to destroy a civilization just so you could win this war, so I don't fucking know.
No, I didn't.
Sure felt that way.
Are you blaming me for what Milo Ron did? When I sent you to Adelia, I had no idea the scale of the conflict that was going on there. Also, I intended to follow through on what I promised you.
Yeah. After you tried to murder us.
2 masters snuck into my house.
We
Without
didn't
telling me
sneak.
what they were.
We were invited. You asked us.
Are you gonna... Are metaphors out the window? Are we not using colorful language now? Is that it, Isla? Are we gonna
Look,
take
I'm
everything
doing the
hyper
best that I
literally?
can.
Is that what we're doing?
I really don't like you, and I don't like that I'm talking to you.
She
I mostly
sighs
just want to
and
stab you.
walks by. Talk to your brother about
Okay.
it.
No, I'll listen. Fine. I'm sorry. Whatever.
Gearfree had an item on him. A memory cog. That might have possessed information that could help me get this off my arm. And if I got that, I'd have no reason to see the war through to the end. I gave the details all to your brother so he could explain it to you. He didn't tell me if you had it or not. It should have been with Gearfree, since it was effectively the key to my shackles, so he would have been safeguarding it. If he knew that he was going to be destroyed, which he did, then he would have tried to send it away from himself. Gearfree understood what I was doing. He supported it. As best he could to avoid his programming, he did everything within his power to make sure I could summon the Saber Servant. Because something like a servant would be necessary to destroy him, I couldn't do it on my own. And he wouldn't allow me to just deactivate him. That night, you recall that he must have warned you what I was doing. There's a reason that he didn't...
Maybe you should leave.
Whenever he told you to go, which I assume he did, there's a reason he stayed. He wasn't trying to stop me.
He was our friend.
Well, misunderstandings being what they are, I thought you were 2 enemy masters that were trying to kill me.
We barely knew we were masters. We didn't know what was going on.
Should I have known that?
I mean, that's fair.
Especially since years before, your father came to me as a master. Given that, you can understand why I would come to that conclusion. The only reason I knew where your father was because I had that meeting with him. And since your brother seemed to be under this, the impression that Gearfree was dead as well, I feel like I should probably tell you that Gearfree's very much not dead.
What?
The core of him is in a cog similar to the one that you had. I put him in a body that's not capable of moving until the war is done, so that he doesn't try to rebel against what I'm doing. His programming would force him to. Once this thing's off of me, I plan to put him back in a proper body.
Like, isn't that cruel to do to him?
Gearfree has had to enslave 15 generations of people without ever being asked if he wanted to. Halfway through that, he started working together with one of my ancestors to try to fight back against the person that had enslaved us. Since then, he has been trying to work with my family to remove this thing. I think that a few years, in the hundreds of years that he's lived, spent immobilized, isn't much of a concern to him. Not if it can finally put an end to this. You have the information you need. If you do have it and you didn't intend to give it to me, it's not like you tell me that you have it anyways, and I have no way of telling here. Discuss things with your brother. Come to your own conclusions. I'm gonna go take a deep breath.
Okay.
She walks out of the room and goes elsewhere. Spoiler tag, the bar.
Comes out from hiding.
Before
Wow,
we
that
move-
was something.
God damn you!
Also, good job on our nat 20s there, Tico.
Watches loudly.
A little spinning satellite radar dish comes out of David's ear. A similar radar dish pokes up from at the table.
Pulls out popcorn. This is great.
Pulls out can of beans, like he eats it like popcorn.
Pulls out malt.
Ew.
Oh.
Wait, Logan, are you doing a thing or?
No, you're free to do
Oh,
whatever you want
okay.
to do.
I just came out like. Well, that was
I
strange.
am. You've been complaining to me that you haven't been able to do a thing, and I'm taking every chance
Well,
I
now
can
there's
to not.
new things I want to do.
Yeah,
I'm
there
just
always
making
will
sure.
be. That's the nature of this game.
Well, I'm sorry to anger you, God.
Bah! Jack looks like he's going to make some kind of announcement out to the area. All the merry men have started to gather into the hallways. Would you like to do anything before he starts talking? Alrighty. You
Only
want
chance you have without Isla.
Yeah, you better go.
He's just like sitting against the wall for a second.
I like how he's sitting against the wall instead of like on the bench.
Let's
He's in shock.
let's assume that the benches in that hallway are destroyed, given what happened, especially with the cone of cold happening. So Jack
No.
turns around. Diane, you'd hear this from the other room. Just hear him calling out. Okay, so men, it looks like the Holy Grail's been stolen. I need to mobilize the lot of you to try to find it. Whoever took it must still be here. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. It's not. Just let it go, Jack.
Oh my God.
What do you mean, let it go? We went through all the trouble of stealing that from the church, Quantavius! No, we didn't.
Oh God.
I'm feeling a headache coming on.
What do you mean, no, we didn't? You told me that was the receptacle that the magical energy of the Grail would pour into. And I've told you a lot of things. Be quiet.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Does
Dad.
anyone have a minute?
Okay, well, in any case, Holy Grail or not, men, we have a thief among us, and not the sort that we like. Find them, and bring them to me. And,
You wanna fight, Merriman? Let's fucking go all in more of your romance.
they begin spreading out, going into the different rooms. Malaclips, you hear some of this through the door. It was fairly loud, especially the exchange between Quantavius and Jack. And you very much see some of them coming in through the door. I would give you time to react if you wanted to.
Even though my Cloak of Elvenkind doesn't work, it's still on me, so I just kind of like move my cloak in front of myself and just get behind Isla and David.
Absolutely. For you. Go ahead and make that roll, Deco.
Bam! Fight! I don't have a great one, I know.
Yeah, well,
Oh, no! You know what? Just fucking come at me.
Are you proficient?
No help in that, man.
I'm not proficient sleight of hand.
Oh no!
well,
What were you trying to sleight of hand?
The Grail.
hiding the Grail. One
You
sec.
just like hurl it across the
I just
room.
imagine I try to like cover the Grail with my cloak and I just fucking drop the Grail.
The man in
hi.
the falcon mask just like looks at you for a moment. There's a cold silence in the room, and then just a rising. Boss, does it literally look like a Grail? Yes. It is the most stereotypical looking fucking Holy Grail you could imagine. Why?
What are you doing?
I'm pulling out my demonic sword is what I'm doing.
I would at some point like
Deco,
to
why?
try
I
and talk
want
to
to. Here's the
Jack.
thing. Here's the deal. They're pulling out weapons.
It's true.
I want to attempt to disarm one of them and grab them.
So they react at the same time you do. This guy produces, a girl rather, in the blue mask, produces a hunting rifle and aims it over at you, Malaclips. Are you trying to steal from our boss? You should know better. Put the cup on the table. I don't know why you infiltrated us and why you're suddenly turning on your fellow merry men, but you need to give that back.
Oh no.
Yes, though.
Oh,
He just,
Reminder that you're
looks to
still
the
wearing
cup,
a mask.
looks back to them. Look, I just got it from that mage guy whenever he left. I'm gonna walk up to them as a merry man and try to persuade them.
Roll me persuasion.
Can I take an 18?
Deco,
Can I take an 18? I'm proficient.
He takes it, he looks at it. balances it in one of his hands. Right.
You want me to take it back to your stash, boss?
No, that should be fine. But I do have a question for you, though, if you don't mind answering it, regarding where you found this.
Oh god.
Yes, sir.
In a swift motion, he produces his revolver and aims it at your head. How fucking stupid do you think I am?
There we go.
You see me wearing a mask? You think I'm under the same fucking illusion everybody else here is? I don't know who you are!
Boss.
You're not on the guest list.
After all we've been through.
He pulls back the hammer on the gun. Roll me persuasion, just in case you can, like, sow the seeds of doubt here.
Shouldn't it be like deception or something?
Yeah, roll deception, my bad.
Damn it! I was gonna say, you're good at deception, aren't you?
Oh, yes!
Oh, well done.
Boss, I know that things are going crazy today. But if I was with them, I wouldn't have gave you this thing back, boss.
So where have you been?
In hiding?
For years. Right up until tonight, you were hiding.
I saw a thing blow up a fucking mansion in a ball of fire. Why don't you ask Ryder? She would know that I was there.
How? Ryder wasn't there that night.
She didn't tell you, boss?
Tell me what? Yes! I'd rather think this is a good night for just putting all of our secrets out in the open, frankly.
Boss, she was the one that
Pulls out
let
notepad.
those people down into the basement.
He gestures off in that direction to the coat room. You go in there. You're getting locked in there, and I will deal with you later.
Got you, girl.
Somebody lock him in!
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it.
Shut up. Am I even needed for this? I assume that what I was going to try to tell to everybody is not going to work, is it? Do you even need me out here, Quantavius? Not particularly, no. Curls his hand into a fist and walks off. Well, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it, Diane?
So much for a party.
Right. I don't know what his fucking problem is all of a sudden. This whole thing was basically his idea. But the fact of the matter is I can't really back out of things now. I'm a master in this whole war thing. I could still win. Get at least one wish out of it, right?
I suppose, in theory, you would have to kill a lot of people to do that. At this point, from my understanding.
Whatever.
So you're going to continue taking orders from Contavious?
No! No. I'm not.
Yeah? Then what is your plan? It's
He
not allowed
is
to
help.
inquire.
He is here to assist me. He came to us because he needed the resources that were the merry men
so?
to do whatever it is he's trying to do.
And yet, he's the one that knows that that isn't a grail. Nice cut, by the way.
You hooked up with other masters in the war and then tried to find me, another master of the war. And he slowly stands.
Now, hold on a
Because
minute,
your
Jack.
goal was to get back to me so that you could sell them out and we could work together. That's
100%.
rather brilliant, actually. Which ones? No? He sits back down. Didn't think so.
And you're letting him? Like, at least you must have a plan.
Because
turn
it
things-
benefits me. I mean, obviously I thought some things that are wrong. Obviously. And my original plan was to get everyone in this war under my thumb, and that's clearly not going to happen. But I've amassed a fortune with his help. Frankly, I'm probably going to leave with it. Of course he's been taking advantage of me. That a man would suddenly just appear out of the blue and say, hey, I can offer you the world. For nothing. That's ridiculous! Surely you didn't believe that when I did that for you. Everybody wants something back. Nobody helps people for free. That's the way of the world.
I didn't know that at the time.
Well, now you do.
Excuse me for thinking that you genuinely had any interest in me.
Is it so hard to believe it's both? Regardless, not anymore. Not after this. We are not on the same page.
The least I can tell you is to be safe. to perhaps realize that you're walking much bigger than you are at this point, that you're going to have to kill a lot of people for this, and to say goodbye.
My goodbye, then. Be well.
Same to you, Jack. And she's going to get up and get to the door and turn around and just look at him. I believed in you when you had no one. And now that you have other people that believe in you, good luck. And out the door she goes. It's like the seat thing. We're going to be fashionably late.
Why?
If we go in there first, he's going to see us, and he's going to try to talk to us, and I can't talk to him. I need other people to be there to distract so that his focus is not on us. Well, bye then.
I'm
I
sorry.
dragged that out forever ago.
Did you hear about how I don't have a brother anymore?
God damn. Well, bye.
So long!
No, Isla, no. I already decided to move over there. Isla, just slowly sliding across the ground. Isla, I'm sorry. Isla!
God is making me commit to my decisions, Isla.
All right, a bunch of people walked in. Let's go.
Okay, we can go.
They're all in there. They all
All I know
slid.
is that I
Just-
guess Ryder
they all
was
just
right.
T-posed by you guys. Alright, I can choose where you're gonna sit.
Standing at the back.
We'll all hide behind Jiro.
I feel like that's a lovely idea. Don't mind if I fucking do. No,
Yes,
Jiro,
no.
you moved!
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. We can all hang out at the back and he'll never know. It's great.
Wunderbar.
I have no interest in wasting any of your times. Not now. With Julian showing up, there's no point in continuing this. I only helped Jack to do this to buy time.
From like the back of the room. For
Him-
what?
Him planning out this party
what are
and
you
drawing
doing?
attention to the merry men took attention away from what I was doing, which was studying the nature of the Holy Grail. I'm telling you this as a courtesy to the fact that you've all come here, and you're not trying to kill each other right now. A lot of you could very much be turning on me or your fellow guests, and I'll be honest with you, I expected that to happen. I didn't think that it would be Julian. That would ultimately be the thing that was the upset here. I needed to know the Grail could grant my wish, so I stole it and I studied it. And it can. So now I need to return it. It's useless to me in its form. In its immature form. The question is, which of you will I be sending it back with? Because I don't intend to go near the practitioner again.
I'm gonna like look at Ian,
Oh, look at Isla.
then back at Dad.
David will look at nothing.
David's looking
He'll
around.
go blind temporarily.
David will look to Diane. Yeah, well, Diane will look at Jiro. Ian will look at Diane looking at Jiro, but then look to Yuno, but then look to David.
David looks around to see if anyone's looking at David. No one's
I
looking
look
at
at the
David.
wall.
David
Diane's
looks at the
being
floor.
nosy and looking at everybody. Like, I don't know, what is everyone else feeling about this?
David will take in his surroundings.
Damn it! I wish we had our fucking telepathy right now. God.
Up until this point in the war, I was not actually certain I was going to see it through. Over the course of history, there have been a number of similar rituals, claiming that they were going to summon holy grails. Most of them were relatively worthless rituals. This one, though, is special. This one might be able to do what I need. So after tonight, I'm fighting this war seriously. This party is a final courtesy to all of those that I will have to defeat. This is the Grail. This is the ritual, at least. An item that allows the Grail to be summoned. And once enough servants are killed, it, combined with all of the mana from the heroes that have died, will grant the Grail its true shape. If you return it to the practitioner, and return her to health, I'm sure she'd be more than willing to offer some kind of reward to one of you if you say that you saved it from me. I took a lottery earlier, you all probably figured that out. I was trying to figure out which of you was which in case I had to do this in secret, but apparently I don't. Excluding all of the members of the merry men who have masks on. I thought it would be fair to do this by random chance. You've all been infected by a disease that I've been cultivating. A demonic miasma. Some of you know this already. The masks prevent it from taking hold, and they have the ability to remove it from your body as well. Every half an hour I will draw 2 names out of this hat. Those people's identities will be revealed, and your masks will begin the process of immunizing you to the miasma. If you leave before that time, that will not function. I'm doing this so that you don't all leave at once, and all break out into some massive battle. It takes half an hour for the immunization to take hold. Enough time for you to rest before you leave. A short rest, one might say.
Christ.
I'll be starting immediately. Ryder reaches into it.
He looks at the first paper. Who the hell is Malaclips?
Be so
Passes-
fucking happy.
Passes it up, passes one sheet of paper up to Quandavius. I see. I suppose it had to be addressed. He puts his hand out towards Ian.
Oh god.
I revoke your right to secrecy. Ian McCracken.
Ian McCracken? Oh!
My son, I missed you so!
I had no idea!
What? Really?
Hello, Ian.
Oh.
All of those who are not part of this will begin the immunization process immediately.
Woohoo! Ah, bitch. Bitches!
Son of a-
There's something I'd like to confirm. You see, one of my girls from outside came by earlier and she gave me the description of a man that attacked the police station.
Oh.
And then you
Oh,
suddenly
no.
appeared. Would you mind revoking your right to secrecy so I can see what you look like?
What will you do, Spider-Man?
How much of the boards have I got rid of by this point?
Very little.
Damn it. He looks to the screen. So I bet you're wondering how I got into this mess. I told you she's my arch nemesis! I gotta look through everything I have really quick.
I'm gonna refill my water. You have till I get back, then I want a decision.
I told you
believe-
she's my fucking kryptonite!
What's that? The sound of me returning with water? I'm back!
Wow!
Okay.
Decision!
Alright. He'll step down from the table, of course. I want to draw my sword.
This is so unnecessary. Okay, were you gonna go try to kill Jack?
No.
Why not? You're clearly his enemy, why not?
Want me to kill Jack?
Do you want to kill Jack?
Listen, I just want to get out.
Then we have a lot in
Right.
common. I've been going along with his escapades for quite some time now, and he's been providing me with financial support and helping me to train up a group of mages. But I've been sort of waiting for things to fall apart, and they kind of just did. He treats my girls in a way that I can't approve of. So again, why aren't you trying to kill Jack?
Because I'm not stupid, this place is covered in people like you who I thought were with him.
He has the same blessing from Ryder that I do, which makes him very hard to kill. And if he's in darkness, he's absurdly hard to kill. But it's not impossible. I'm tired of performing here. I'm tired of being a criminal. Best case scenario for me is I take my share of Jack's earnings, air quotes, and me and my girls get out of here. We go back to America. Leaving without any of my money, on the other hand.
I have your money.
All of it?
I know where to get it.
What do you say you and I work together to get it out of here, then?
Oh.
I think that this is a lot more preferable than dying.
Heist. Heist. Heist.
Dude.
Heist.
Heist, do it! Heist game! Also, arch enemy or soulmate?
You know what? You know what? I like Sapphire.
Yeah!
Okay, what's going on? What's going on, and how come everybody seems so comfortable around me?
I could have my girls distract the rest of the merry men and we could try to move it out of here. But,
The
be
problem
kind-
is Jack, right?
I'll help you do this, but he has taken roughly about $200,000 worth of my earnings. I'm not leaving without that. So what should we do?
Who you're working with.
You're the assassin. You plan our way.
I need 2 girls. We can get through around 2 trips at that point. You distract Jack, and we all get out of here.
1 second while I check some stuff right now. I'm just checking how many call girls were not killed by Julian's attack. Oh
Ridiculous.
no.
Man, I wonder who.
Oh no.
Is it very much a situation of how many call girls are left? One!
You
Is that what's
need
happening?
so you need 2 girls, and then what else? The others to distract the merry men?
Let me guess.
Well, the thing about that is, I have more. Some of the call girls are outside.
No,
What I saw
I
was,
understand.
if so what I saw was right, there's only me and one other here currently.
I
Nailed it.
understand.
I was right.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Can we all fit in this
Oh,
fucking closet?
hey, Isla, Ian, one of you guys think you can help me with this?
He's just like going at the ceiling with a crowbar.
What are you?
What are you
What
doing?
are you doing?
Get in there.
He waits till the door's closed.
He's good.
Closed.
Boop, boop.
Yeah, so points to Sapphire. She wants to steal all of Jack's stuff.
I'm tired of him.
I found a cast deep inside the back rooms. It seems to be full of around over $300,000.
200,000 of which is mine.
We could
you
also
think-
try to get that cup again, but I don't think he would have put it back there.
Yeah, it's in his office right now, which is where he probably currently is. Do you think we can rope getting Mateo out of here in this as well?
The guy that Jack abducted to work as a bartender.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get him out of here.
You know, can I just say, I never hated you. I just hated that you were working with him. This is wonderful.
What a thing to bring up
You said
right
it,
now.
Swan Mask. You
was
said it, Swan Mask
necessary.
lady.
No, I relinquish my right to secrecy. Hi, it's this one.
Diane! What are you doing here? Did he draw you in too? Was he going behind my back with a whole different troop of mages?
No, I got involved in this because I wanted to kill him, but then I didn't for a while. But you know what?
Diane, we could still do that. We can look at all these people that hate him. We could kill him.
You know, let's rain check on that one. Let's get what we need done now, and then we'll talk about that.
The main issue is someone's going to have to distract all of the guests.
I mean, aren't most of the
I-
guests distracted right now?
I doubt any of the masters are going to care if you're stealing from Jack. I'm referring to the merry men.
But do you think maybe a good distraction would be kids having a very vocal argument with their father?
No.
That is the worst
I
idea I've
can't.
ever heard from you.
I
Just
can't
throwing
do
that out there.
I can't
I mean-
do that. I can't.
From what you guys have told me, you guys are the safest ones to have that conversation with him.
Although I think
I'm
with
going to
her
get people out of that
nowadays-
room. Diane, could you help me to organize people?
Oh, I would simply love to.
Y'all are
All right, you 3. This is an infiltration mission. I hereby dub you guys honorary incinerators.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
I'm going to go talk to Mateo. You go into the dining room and let everybody know there's going to be a performance that they should come to see to try to lighten their spirits in the bar, the indoor bar. Just tell her that tell her Sapphire's organizing it and she'll probably clue in.
Diane's gonna take up the space of the room, straightening her shoulders, taking a deep breath, and announcing, "Ladies and gentlemen, I've come to announce that Sapphire has decided in the depths of the moment to have another festive occasion of music and dance."
You see one of them, one of the 2 women in the room steps out from the group and looks your way. Oh, has she?
Yes, you can ask her yourself.
She nods, and she walks out of the room. Roll me a persuasion check.
This is something I have dual expertise in. Let's fucking go, kiddos.
Do it.
You still got a 20. They collectively agree that, yeah, sure. Performance sounds like a good idea. And they are going to head
She
over there.
decides not to share that she is joining the performance. Because this
Roger.
is the first time Diane's performed in front of people in a really freaking long time.
Yeah, like 3 days.
Mateo comes in and delivers them to you. As he comes in, he looks to the group of you. So, why did the building explode earlier?
Some things you don't really need to worry about, Mateo.
Okay.
He may be distracted.
Who?
Jack,
Jack.
Yeah.
Should
you
we try
really
to get
want
the
that cup, huh?
I don't want him to have anything. I feel like I owe that much to Diane. I'm kidding.
We can deal with that later.
Yes, you fucking do.
All right.
David will step out.
We're immune now.
So, probably not the best time, but there's something I've wanted. I've been meaning to talk to you about, but the mood's never been right.
I'm gonna sit down.
I accidentally went to the other end of the hall. 1 second there, boy. Yo, what up?
You remember that poker game?
Yeah, like, why didn't you want to beat Noriko? Like, I thought there was a whole. I mean, I know like Duncan and whatnot,
That's
but I
not
mean,
what
like,
I
you could
wanted
have
to
stayed to
talk
beat
about.
Noriko.
What was that? What was that kiss about?
Oh, I mean, well, we're pretending to be married, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily necessary to get the point across.
Let's be honest. Like, you look like you, and I look like me. So,
Yes.
to like sell that we're married, why wouldn't we be kissing at any point in time?
Because
like,
they
it just
can't
made
see us. They didn't know our identities.
Yeah, but like some people could see.
Yeah. Jack.
Exactly.
That was it. And
Yeah.
he already knows who we are.
Get yourself out of this one, Carrie.
Well, here we go.
I mean, at that point, you could say David looks at Carrie. It's like she just sees the
David
dumbfounded
looks at
face. Like, you
Carrie?
didn't think about that, did you?
I was
Swivels
become
his
Terry
head.
in this moment.
David looks towards the camera. What now, Carrie?
Shit. I don't know. It seemed like it would be fun.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Explain. Go ahead.
Hate you right now, buddy. Shut up, Izzy. I don't know. I just thought that it would be funny to see what you would do if I asked you to kiss me.
Funny.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I fully expected you to panic and not do it.
I thought it'd be funny, and it was.
You found it funny then?
I thought the idea of doing it would be funny, but I guess kissing you wasn't terrible.
Interesting.
I mean, what was it like terrible kissing
Not
me
at
or
all.
something?
Not at all. And I'll start walking.
Oh!
The sexual tension.
I mean, the tension, yes.
Ian, now that they're gone, let's totally make out.
Finally!
Ah, yeah!
As you guys get back in, Quantavius is mid new name. Fucking, it really wanted to get rid of Ian. I like changed it on the list so that if it hits Ian, it re-rolls him. I've rolled Ian 5 times total off of this thing. I've only rolled it 7 times.
Jesus. This thing really
The people that will
wanted
not
me
be getting
out.
the grail are Ian.
I get it, Dad. I didn't even want the stupid thing.
Maybe he would have gotten the grail if he had put in the hard work to get it. Ian.
It's random chance. What
In
is
my
all
day,
that
we
to
had
do
to
with it?
earn our grails. They weren't
My
just
name's
handed
still in
out
there.
to us.
You know what,
Dad,
Dad? I'm
Dad.
glad Isla wants to kill you.
Dad, I don't know if you noticed, but my name's still in there. Dad.
Oh, so
Dad, be
now
proud of
you
me.
want his
Dad, be proud of me,
approval.
please.
Jiro Hidarashi Dial. I revoke your right to I almost said freedom. I revoke your right to secrecy.
You're going to jail.
You're right, you're
right
going
now.
to jail, Jiro. Goes through all of them, eventually gets to Yuno. You're fucking blind. You got blinded.
You're fucking blinded
Twins
by
just
love
die laughing.
and also your blindness.
Can it just stop rolling the same people over and over? This is it trying to roll someone new.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
it just keeps going.
How many of these are Ian?
Okay. It needs to stop. It needs You done? All right. Ian Jiro, Ian Jiro, Ian Jiro, Ian.
Did you make that table correctly?
Yes, it's done. It's correct.
The Grail really doesn't trust whatever Ian's doing right now for some reason.
Oh,
He just
I
keeps
see why it
bringing
was.
up his name.
I see why it was doing that. Satsuko Tsubasa Dial. What's there to say? I can't be bothered. Those are the two for this half hour.
You know, Sapphire's putting on a show right now, right?
Yeah, it's going swimmingly. Seems to have everybody's attention.
Wouldn't you want to go see it? Or are you keeping a lookout for anything specific?
I think I'm more useful to Sapphire out here.
Just hit on her, you handsome fuck.
Good to know.
Kiss her in front of Isla.
When a girls in fox masks, right? Do it. Jeez.
All right.
You guys transport 8 of them out of there. Given the earlier performance rolls, you guys are keeping the people that are in there completely distracted. I need to roll 1d100.
Yes, we are. It's good.
Julian.
Cool. Julian's out there.
Oh my god, it's Julian!
Hello.
Get away from my money.
I recharge all my spell slots on a short rest because I don't know. Die.
Ian,
where
where
should
should
we
we stash it? Where should we stash the stuff?
Let's see here.
The police station.
You can use Matt. Wait, no, fuck it. We can. I leave and then I just open my bag of holding and put it all in there.
Oh yeah.
We forgot we had magic items.
Oh yeah!
Excellent.
So as you guys back, you do see him pull one out, and he's like, "Right, you were a special guest, Diane Winters. Hello. Jack seems to like you. Good for Jack. Enjoy the party, Diane."
Man, I'm glad that I'm playing violin and didn't hear that.
You just roast Master Quantavius tonight.
Welcome to the daily roast with fucking Quantavius McCracken.
Yo, right? That's the only reason he threw this party. He's like, I want to roast a room full of people.
Orla Fannin, the Princess of Ireland. There's not much to be said for you, is there? You may excuse yourself. So you guys are now going to head off and take the last of it out?
Yeah.
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 You do notice, David and Isla, as you guys are coming back out, that Orla has decided to hang out in the foyer.
David will walk over to Orla real quick.
Oh yay!
You don't like Jack, right?
I've got no feelings about him.
Then you wouldn't mind if we robbed him, right?
Well, no, I wouldn't have. But you just gave me leverage, didn't you?
Yes.
Fuck!
Oh,
Great job,
If you
David.
wanna blab-
You're-
Hey, if you want to blab, go ahead.
Great job.
Get this expert spy fucking move from David Dern over here.
I'll do, I want to know. You said that you couldn't let me die earlier. Why?
Well, I don't need to keep you alive, really. But I prefer you not die. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see innocent life being taken by a cruel fate she didn't ask for.
Do me a favor and I won't say anything. Please have Ian and Isla seriously go over what I said. I have no way of knowing if they have the gear from Gear Free, but if they do have that memory cog, that could be my one way out.
David will walk away.
And I walk away.
Walk away.
Walk away.
You hear off in the distance, and it's faint, but you do hear over the music. It's like, where is it gone?
Fuck!
Oh, we need to go.
We need to go!
David will rush over. We need to go. Fuck stealth.
Shit, okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, shit, let's go. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Someone
okay.
should tell us.
No, fine.
No, fuck that. If he finds me, I'm dead.
It's fucking true. Shit, okay, yeah, go. Get out of here.
Oh.
So, yeah, you guys begin moving. As you guys move into the kitchen, that door flies open, and Jack steps out, looking rather frantically around, looks down the hallway to see you. Somebody broke in and is taking my
Somebody broke in.
Where is it?
What, your grail?
My money.
Well, I have no clue. I did see some people with bags, though.
Roll deception. Roll your ridiculous deception.
I'm gonna put an inspiration into this.
Alright.
Doing.
Come on, David.
What? Oh my god! And you still beat
That's
him!
funny.
So we need to go.
You saw people with bags? Where do you see those people with bags? Pray tell, where have they gone?
Like, I assume this is like a north, like.
Yeah, this is a
north
compass
is this
oriented.
way.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
become one.
We are one.
I saw them walking out to like to the southeast.
Well then. He turns back
David,
to the
run.
other two. Let's find them. I've got nothing better to do right now. So, as you guys are moving along, a shot comes out of the darkness. Malaclips, you take 54 damage as a burst of psychic energy strikes you. You see some shadows from underneath a tree seem to collect together, and out steps the form of Mr. Jack
I'm
Blackwood,
gonna
holding
go
his
ahead and
revolver
say
forward.
that probably knocks me prone because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, you go ahead and be prone. Walking pretty aggressively towards the lot of you, a knife in one hand, gun in the other hand. You made a really big mistake, trying to do this at night. I can feel anything in the darkness for a long way around me. I'm not going to tolerate thieves. I've already lost enough tonight.
I don't think you have.
Alright, yeah, so let's do a little test fire here.
You hit him?
Alright.
You do notice that when you hit him, the area that you hit seems to get covered in this inky black darkness, but you do see that his body was wounded. He recoils from the attack as it strikes him. His turn. The wound covers itself over and heals.
Oh.
There's a faint glimmer of radiant light as it seals closed. So he's going to use Cunning Action to take the hide action, which since it's night and there's no lights around, he can just hide anywhere here automatically. He takes a step forward and seems to just dissolve away, peeling into shadow. A shooby-dooby-dooby-dooby.
Shibby-dibby-doo.
He's going to make an attack with advantage on Isla,
Of course.
which hits,
Of course.
which he uses sneak attack on.
Frick!
You take 50 damage.
Damn.
You suddenly get hit also by one of these blasts as it strikes the side of you. He has to come out of hiding at that point. A
I'm
thunk.
gonna be like, Ian, I hold him.
So Ian, you can make an attack on him, and you can add 7 to the damage roll if you hit.
Nice.
You have to use your reaction to do this, though. That's a miss.
Mateo,
Remove.
fuck him up.
Remove.
Do it, Mateo.
Get him, Mateo. You're fighting a losing battle. Damage me as much as you want. Ryder's noble phantasm will restore my body as fast as you can tear me apart.
I'm gonna try to draw my gun. Doesn't work.
There he goes! You're not going to escape me! Not as long as you have that! And he is going to use his second attack to try to fire a shot, and he's going to fire it at Isla since Isla put him in the air. Bang.
I kind of figured.
He hits.
Yay, I'm gonna die.
He is going to move his boop 15 feet. He's going to start chasing you. Isla, what up?
Go, Isla, go!
I'm a dash. Can just...
So I'm gonna put you there.
So yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sean!
I am going to attack him with my sword.
No!
Bleh.
That is, you cut into him, doing an amount of damage, certainly.
I use maneuvering attack.
All right.
Yep, I move 10 feet.
There you go.
I then go action surge.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay.
I go all the way over here.
Get the fuck out of there, my boy.
I'm gonna load a heal bullet into my gun and shoot Malaclips in the chest with it.
Do it. All right, heckin' heal. Have 70 hit points. Oh. Heal's a good spell. His turn. He is going to get as close as he has to. He's going to stay within the field. He's going to get to there. You are both within range of his goon. I guess that river's no longer there. That river is just terrain.
The river's chasing us too!
Oh god!
He is going to fire on Ian. A bang. He's going to miss Ian. Loads a second one, fires it at Ian. That one hits. Isla, your turn.
I'm gonna go like here. I'm gonna like, excuse me!
You
I'm like,
contact her.
excuse me, where are you?
Wandering around.
So, yeah, shit's kind of hitting the fan and we need you. Could you get here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull my gun out.
Wait, it's actually not your turn yet.
Oh.
You guys see a large hand appear in the air off behind him.
Oh, shit.
A large clockwork hand appear and tries to grab around him, which he manages to dodge away from. As he manages to get away from it, it disperses and just erupts into a cone of force. Whack. Failed that one. Which knocks him over. Jack is knocked to the ground and pushed back away from it.
I don't need to pull my gun out, I don't think. I think he just got fucking fucked enough.
Fuck him up more.
Hope you enjoy losing everything. You and your merry men are finished. Don't work with demons.
Oh.
Don't work with demons. I run back to Isla.
You're right. I'm like,
Oh.
Flickering in front of you, you see one Miss Suzume appearing.
oh,
Yay!
Excellent.
oh, thank
Appearing
God.
standing facing away from you between you and Jack. You need me?
Your masters are getting hurt. Ian's on his way.
That's the man that's in charge of the merry men. He's the one giving you trouble? Well, I can't move beyond this point, but I can say with confidence that if he does, I'll kill him.
Our servant is here, Jack. I give up now. You've already lost enough tonight.
Your servant? You're not supposed to have a servant anymore.
Shit! Shit!
Yeah,
shit,
sucks to suck,
shit.
flips him off, runs.
Fine. Looks back towards Orla at the large clockwork hand forming again in the air. I can't do anything alone here. This isn't the end! I'm going to take back everything that's mine! I swear it!
Don't go back to the party.
Kill him, Orla!
Darkness
Orla, come on, kill him!
as the hand reaches over and slams down on his position, he fades away into darkness and disappears.
God! Who's fucked? We're fucked.
Orla walks forward towards you guys. You are supposed to be out of the war. Who's this?
Well, shit.
A friend.
An alter ego servant. I can appreciate keeping secrets and trying to deceive people. It seems you guys can too.
Thank you for the help.
This seems like a good opportunity, or a good illustration, of the fact that it's not always in our best interest to put all our cards on the table. You want to think about your continued relationship with me trust-wise. Consider that I understand why you didn't mention having a new servant. I'll be out eventually. I hope our next meeting is pleasant. She is going to walk back, not to the party, but kind of off into the surrounding woods. Because she's like,
Why
how
would
about I
she
walk
go
back to the
She just
party?
walks back, Jack's there. It's you!
You get...
Well, you know, she can help people still at the party.
Suzume turns to the three of you. That one's pragmatic. I kept an eye on her for a while. She's the one that killed your servant, right? Well, her servant was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suzume?
I'm still here. I'm
Is
just
there?
invisible.
Oh.
As we
okay.
do.
Okay.
As we
As I
servants
am
tend to
gonna
do.
I don't know, Suzume. I've been inside too long. I don't know what it's like on the outside anymore.
Servant things!
There are servants? Who the fuck's a servant? Money successfully heisted.
Since
Oh,
it
I
said,
just
like,
long
you
rested
said,
everybody. Oh well.
Oh, hooray!
Oh well.
Oh man, I
feel
got my
so
second
much
wind. It's great.
better.
Feel incredible now that we're outside that barrier.
Incredible.
There's something that you can only mistakenly do in Fantasy Grounds. Whoop, I long rested everybody. My bad.
I know of a police station that's pretty empty.
What happened to the police station?
Yeah, what
Don't worry
happened
about the
there?
Police station.
Don't worry about what happened.
We're not
I
talking
mean,
about
you brought it up. Oh.
Listen, I'm just saying it's empty. Let's go.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Don't mind the smell.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, going back in. David, you walk in to that area.
Go, David, go!
Go, David!
Davey,
I
run!
am
You find a
I
room
really
that looks
hope
like an
I
office.
Didn't kill David.
looking for that grail, man.
All right. There you come to that room that you take to be his office. It is locked.
Thieves' tools.
All right, make a thieves' tools check. So it doesn't open.
I'll try again.
Oh, okay.
Ah, damn it!
All right. Another
David,
couple of
one more.
Another-
David.
I'll
Another-
try it again! Why?
So one more failed attempt, and you know it will be at the time for the next lottery draw. This is the most challenging lock I've ever seen.
This is fucking bullshit.
There!
Jesus Christ.
You solve
I've
the
been rolling
world's most
so
difficult.
badly all fucking night.
You
fair,
succeed
I
at
didn't
picking
know
the
that
world's
Dorito
most
took a job.
mundane, difficult lock. You do notice that there is a person that is sitting on the desk.
No, god damn it.
It's your good friend, Cybele.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit!
I didn't expect you.
Oh.
Okay.
She's been in here for a long time. Oh, hello, David,
like it.
she says, looking over to the door. Things have been pretty exciting in here tonight, haven't they? Well, came for this?
Yeah, I know it's useless, but it'll fetch us a pretty penny.
Tosses it over to you.
Yay!
Why are you here?
You understand how Ryder can be in here, right?
Yes.
The difference between a divine and a heroic spirit. Same technicality applies to me. As for why, because I'm interested in finding out what's going on with Quantavius. And that's what I'm doing. I now know why he took the Holy Grail. As she sees it through the window, Sapphire stops, and she's like, I'm feeling a bit tired. Aren't you, Diane?
Oh, absolutely dogged.
After everything that's happened tonight, I guess I just didn't have the stamina I thought I did. She turns to everybody. Sorry, I think we're gonna have to stop there.
We might have to go take a rest then.
Mm-hmm.
Wink.
Jesus.
Let's fucking go! We need to leave now! I don't care if they think we're fucking, we need to go!
You need to grab Mateo, bitch.
Three-way, let's go, Mateo. I'm kidding.
Let's add one more for fun.
She looks over towards Mateo. Bartender, could you, grab a few bottles of wine and come with us? We'd like to go outside. Any specific? And then he just, looks at her and she's just shooting him this, piercing, no.
Hi, David. Bye, David.
Hi, David. Bye, David.
Mateo, come on!
You guys leave. I'll stay.
I don't
Sounded-
understand why. You know what? I don't want to know.
Yeah, you know.
Why do I keep asking questions?
It's oh no, Dave. I don't know, Mateo.
You keep saying that I don't want to know anything, and then I keep being like, but why? You know what? Because you said so. That is why. Goodbye.
So long. Keep him safe.
See you at the cats.
Oh.
I hope.
Oh no!
Logan?
I will take us to the last of the lotteries.
And then
If Isla wins this, I will laugh at you guys so goddamn hard. You have no idea how much I want that now.
Same. Like, oh.
that would be great.
All right,
Rick?
where's
Like,
Isla?
he's just like, I mean, I guess you're like, I don't know, are you dating one of them or something? Just like take this to her.
Oh
I
my
guess.
god!
Like, fuck.
Oh my god! The next name is called. Well, David, you can see yourself out, I guess.
Shit!
He looks over to you now. It would seem you'll be taking this with you.
Punch her in the face and take it.
Just run.
Melee
Fine!
take her out!
Fucking bam!
Before he lets it go, he grips onto the bottom of it. 2 of your kind. The Dial Clan members. They've had their command seals taken. You're one of them, correct? Soon one of you will make a decision that will put you all in danger. If you value your life, leave. You won't be able to weather the fallout.
I'll take it under consideration. If I may offer you some advice. If you want to be considered a human, maybe act like one. Your children might actually be able to speak to you in that case.
And she turns and she leaves.
I didn't think I could fall more in lesbians with but damn.
No?
Yeah. David will also leave.
In a half an hour, everyone's masks will immunize them entirely. I'd recommend anybody that doesn't want to get caught in any kind of crossfire. When some of you inevitably try to take each other down, leaves immediately.
Oh,
Alright, guys. We're gonna have to say goodbye to, the party outfits.
No!
What?
But I look so good!
we're just gonna like remember what they look like and have someone make like real versions for us later.
Right?
I love. The good thing is, we're hot outside of these clothing too.
It's true.
Yeah, same.
You're so correct.
The hotness was within us all along.
Well, goodbye, this map.
I mean, it's hard to know 100%, but I feel like it absolutely is. Like, whatever she was looking for was not on Gearfree's body. And like she said, he would have tried to keep it out of her reach if he knew the end was coming. Makes sense that he'd give it to us.
What should we do?
It's incredibly aggravating.
If she's telling the truth, I'll gladly give up my sword. It's just a sword. I to get Gearfree back gladly, but
Good.
I don't know.
It's hard to forgive someone you've been hating for a solid 5 years.
I mean, I'm not gonna forgive her, but I'm trying to just figure out if she's telling the truth about this.
She has said repeatedly that she doesn't lie. And I weirdly kind of believe her on that. It was a shitty situation, and she was absolutely cutthroat about it. Like, sure, we were masters in her house, but she could have at least tried to question us before just having us killed. But whatever. It wasn't premeditated, apparently. At this point, it's more a matter of, if we do this for her, we can potentially help someone we thought was lost. And if that means forgiving an enemy, or at least not actively trying to kill them, that feels like a fair trade to me. It's your sword. Final decision should be yours.
If we decide together that she's telling the truth, I'll give it up, no problem.
He'll like smile at you. How very mature of you, Isla McCracken.
Shut up. God.
You're maturing as a person.
No, I'm not. Shut up. God.
He'll like boop you in the arm.
You know.
She'll slug you in the face. I'm kidding.
Yo, right. She'll hit him in the dick like this.
Oh, on the escalation.
Okay. So speaking of like maturity and shit, I may have done something really dumb. So
Oh no.
me and David were in this poker game.
Eyebrow raises impossibly high.
And
Eyebrow
thought
is now off of head.
and
Eyebrow falls off.
So, like, for, like, the entire party, like, because of some fucking thing that David said when we were in the police station, we were pretending that we were married. So I thought it would be super funny to be all like, hey, like, you should, like, give me a kiss for luck or something, and just watch him freak out about it. But then he didn't freak out about it, and we may have made out a little bit.
Gross. Thanks for telling me about this.
You have no room to talk, you
Good story.
fucking fraud.
Alright, I got something I want to talk about you too. So I was banging Gladys.
And then she died in front of me.
She died in front of me, and I'm still kind of processing that.
Rubs face, there's just a splash of blood still there. He's like, oh.
Fucking-
Oh no.
yeah, Ian, are we going to talk about that? No.
No, we're
I'm
not.
trying this thing called repressing it.
That's fair.
No.
Yeah, and then, like, later he asked me why I did it, and I was like, yeah, like, I did it for the joke. And then he was like, did you really? And then I had to, like, think about it, and I don't know. And, like, it's really weird, because
Is it that weird?
yeah. Like, fucking, like, I don't know, man. Like, when we were at, like, the party, and, like, I saw him in, like, his suit and stuff, and I just felt like all the air in my lungs just, like, leave. Like, am I, like, sick or something?
I just, like, put the most condescending hand on her shoulder.
I heard
imaginable.
what you did in Idelia. You're not that fucking dumb.
Isla. I know you're not super in tune with your emotions, but come
Ian, where did you
on.
go?
Oh, shit! But
I'm putting,
He just got Thanos.
He gets Thanos snapped.
I'm putting you on a different map.
oh yeah. Okay.
Isla!
I know you're not super in tune with your emotions, but come on.
What?
You like him.
I mean, he's okay.
I tilt my head and just glare at her.
What?
Come on. I saw the way you were dancing with him. You were fucking over the moon.
Because I didn't fall flat on my face when I didn't know how to dance.
Sure, that's what with like the blushing that was going on.
I mean, it was really nice being like super close to him or whatever, but that's not what it is.
Yeah, that must have been terrible for you.
You know what? I don't know why I talk to you about stuff. You're wrong.
No.
You're totally wrong, and yeah, I'm not gonna tell you anymore.
It's like, no. Isla, come on. You know I would not jerk you around about this type of thing. How does being around David make you feel?
When he's not really, really pissing me off, I like him.
Be more specific. What kind of sensations are going on?
All right. Oh, you don't want to know. You don't want to talk about that with me.
I'm trying to be helpful.
Like a really nice kind of down low tickle going on.
All right, you're
Okay, you know, never mind. Let's not have this conversation anymore.
You are in love with David.
Yo, shut up! No, I'm not. I am not.
Like, Isla, I know that feeling things and being vulnerable is terrifying for you, but I promise, if it's the right person, it's worth the risk.
If I did like him, then what could I actually do about it?
You could maybe talk to him about it?
I'm not
See what
going
he
to tell
says.
him this.
Or, I don't know, grab his crotch and see how he reacts.
See, I like that plan way better.
Don't like that plan. That's a gross plan. That's a joke plan. You're taking it far too seriously.
Logan, look at my money.
That's a lot of money. Time
So
is
what happened?
dilating back to the usual passage that it has in our game.
Yeah.
Is everybody safe? David, are you fine? Everything go good?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
happened
everything's
with,
fine. I didn't.
with the Grail
I
and
didn't get the
Bad?
Grail.
Or that's
What
probably
about
the
the other one?
best.
Oh, this. He pulls it out.
Yeah.
Just the biggest smile. He's like, we ruined a man's life.
David just tosses it to you.
He
Malaclips.
catches it. He just looks to it. This is gonna be a great holder for a malt.
So
I got
good.
that first malt.
There.
What? Since when did we decide
Suzume
on this?
rematerializes.
Because I stole it. How about that?
Yeah, fair point.
Suzume
Yeah, man.
rematerializes, not saying anything. Just seemingly instantly more interested in the conversation.
Because malt.
You get a second. Fuck off.
Time.
Where's Mateo?
Maybe the die cats.
Where's Mateo?
Oh, you're right. Where's Mateo?
Oh no!
I'm holding.
He's busy fighting off fucking the servants.
He's taking down Jack
He's holding
by
them off
himself.
single-handedly.
My friends! I will hold off! Hold them off!
Hello.
Oh, thank God, Mateo.
My friends, I have
I
taken
am-
care of this elkwum.
This one of
Very
mine.
good.
Well
Okay, this
done,
all sounds
Mateo.
like more things I'm not supposed to know about. I'm leaving.
Wait.
Also, a master of Lenser, whatever that means, holds up hands.
Where's he going?
Can anybody give me the drive back to Cats?
We'll see
She
you at the die cats.
she takes Mateo's hand.
Come on, big guy, you're coming with me.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
Mateo.
Get home safe.
We love you.
I will
Yeah.
try.
A single arrow comes down from the sky above you guys.
And I pull out my gun.
And I pull out my
He says
sword.
That's all I ever think.
And I pull out
Yeah.
my sword.
Phasing in from being invisible. One Mr. Archer.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not
Oh
scared.
shit.
Hey, I can't let you leave yet, sorry. I gave you all the time that I could.
Time for what?
A command seal was used on me. Unfortunately, I don't have any choice but to fight you lot until I die. I figured I could operate within the boundaries of that command by just making sure you didn't get away. But then you tried to get away, so... And I need you guys to do something for me.
What's that?
I need you to kill me.
Granted, mouth is ghost.
I'm not gonna be able to avoid fighting back, and I'm sorry. He looks like he's physically holding himself back from moving. David, what up? Lance again.
Oh.
The number you're calling cannot be reached at this time.
I will cast Hold Monster on him.
Do it.
Ew.
I don't know how good he is at wisdom saves, but I hope he's bad.
Well, he nat 20.
Damn. Yeah, he's really good at them, apparently. So.
No, he just nat. I mean, he has a plus 10, granted. But
Yeah,
he
I was gonna say, he
but-
got a 30.
Let's look at that like in a different light, though. He could have a plus 0, and he still succeeded. Hold me still if you can. Prevent me from attacking if you can. And when you destroy me completely. Please. Ian.
I'm gonna use a combined extract of, let's say, haste and elemental weapon.
Okay. Jean. Kill the nicest boy. Do it.
15,
Stop.
20,
Why do you make us do this?
30. Bonus
Oh,
action
don't worry.
dash.
This is the last party game, and I need to hurt one of you. So
One of us.
I think you've hurt a lot of people this
All of us.
I have no choice but to deal the deepest wound I possibly can.
I feel like there was a choice.
That was right on that one right there.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Take an inspiration. Is that you trying to draw your gun, or
And I pull out my gun.
Do it.
kill him?
Go
Kill
down with him.
kill the worst servant.
How dare you!
The most
Hey.
evil of servants.
That's a hit. Fucking get him. Take him down. Destroy him. Kill him.
Stop.
Absolutely slaughtered.
Okay, you slice him. Being a servant, he does manage to whip around, and though you do pierce, or you do shoot him.
Oh, I didn't use my. Ah, damn it! I didn't use my adamantine bullet.
It's true, you didn't.
That sucks so well.
He takes the damage. He grimaces from it. Okay, you're gonna need to aim better than that. My head or my heart.
Trying, man.
Suzume is going to. She's going to go whap. That's a miss. Good job, Suzume. He moves away. He is going to get up into this tree. He's going to get up about.
Oh no.
He's going to get up about 10 feet. All right, silent longbow. He's going to go for that. Boof. The arrows all miss. He's going to then move towards her, since he can only do that once per turn. And he's going.
Yay!
And he's going to go for 3 more attacks on her.
Uh-oh.
Miss. That's a hit.
Yeah.
First attack comes in as he draws his katana, strikes at her. She deflects it with her blade. He goes for a second attack, manages to cut her. Third attack, miss. Isla!
First of all, how dare you?
Isla, come kill your boyfriend.
Which one? Okay.
Both of them.
She just turns around and punches David in the throat.
And he's like, the fuck?
I just
Ow!
got over the whole thing of I don't love anyone. Now I gotta go kill this guy who I physically loved once.
But you know, not emotionally.
Definitely not.
I understand fucking. I just don't understand, like, emotions.
God, you're a mess.
There's no emotions doing this right now.
Here we go! Here we go!
Mario's dying.
Sis.
Mario's having a stroke. Mario's having a bit of a time right now.
Mateo, when did you get back here?
What? No, I'm a Mario. I'll throw Suzume 3d6 of healing.
Oh, do it. Cause you're a fucking celestial now. You're just like, you get healing, and you get healing.
Aw. He's having fun.
And doink. Hey.
Nice. She has 1 point of damage. Ian.
I think I'll probably just try and shoot him.
He was my best friend. I loved him. Disintegrate.
Hey Archer, remember this? Star
Oh my fucking god.
That's
Fucking
not really great for
His
single
last
target.
words are just like, good one, Ian.
Oh! Do not feel good about this. Just sadly raising my rifle.
It's the pull to take the shot, Mickey.
No, Isla, he's my dog. I'll kill him.
Oh no!
We're gonna have to put you down, boys.
Oh no, that is what you should be doing right now. That's a miss.
Oh
Fuck!
Tell me about the rabbits, Ian.
They're very fluffy and they want all the pets. And God, it takes a long time to do this thing.
click, 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 click.
Does
I
that work?
hate, yes, and I hate to say this to you.
Oh no.
You fire it, it hits him, he's going to use his reaction to do the fucking coolest, most ninja thing that he's always been able to do, but I've never had a chance. When you hit him, he reacts for a second and, like, he gets pushed back, and then the texture of his skin turns to wood, and the scarecrow that is temporarily replacing him falls to the ground.
He just fucking Naruto'd you!
Substitution jutsu.
God damn him!
And as per his
As
reaction,
I fire and fucking destroy that, I'm just like, oh no.
God damn it!
The way I react is I'm just imagining bonus action disengage, and I just jump and slide 15 feet away from him.
that's fair.
And that's the end of my turn.
He stops, takes a... Oh, that's a lot!
Get him, Suzume!
Oh,
He
that went
stops,
up.
legitimately
What the fuck?
coughs up blood. As you see, the blood that he coughs up when it hits the ground dissolves a little bit into darkness. You see, like his wounds seem to have this fine black mist seeping out of them. You gotta kill me quickly, otherwise you're gonna have to deal with something worse. Yo, Ian and Isla, roll me a d6. She's calling up her shield again. Stop!
God damn it!
Why 5
2
again?
and 3.
All right, here comes the attacks of the map. He not won.
Yeah!
Oh,
He fires another hail of them into the air. Suzume puts her hand up. The flower-like blooming sword blades forming a shield appears over her, and they get chipped away by the arrows striking down on it. He launches himself towards her. He's gonna go for 3 attacks. That first one, that's a miss. Look at you miss. Second attack, that's a hit. And then the next one is gonna go at Malaclips.
Hey now.
He not won again.
Yay!
Hooray!
I would use the fumble table, but I swore it off because it's stupid. Isla,
get up-
sad Inuyasha music's playing. Kill your boy.
Oh, fuck you.
Top of the turn order. Suzume's back in the game. She takes some damage from her own sword on account of the not hitting him last turn. She'll use the inspiration on this, yes. So that's a D12, right? Because Diane's currently got
Fucking amazing. Oh, plus 10!
Nice.
Yes!
Now don't. 1.
She rolled a 9, but between that and the other thing, she got a 34. She had a plus. She had a plus 22 to. She had a plus 22 to hit in that moment. However, as she does this, he hasn't. Oh wait, no, he hasn't recharged that yet. Nope. So he gets hit.
Hooray!
Get him! Get him!
Eat him!
And she misses the second one. Malaclips, you swear you hear like a growling sound coming from the blade. She takes another attack, and he dodges back a couple of feet, avoiding it.
Hit him with the butt of your gun.
Yeah, fucking pistol whip that bitch.
Takes out piano wire, wraps it around Archer's neck. Why do you make me do this? I'm so ready to hurt you. I'm so, all of you. Mostly Carrie.
Fucking fuck you.
You're my favorite to hurt.
Yeah.
You're my favorite to
Thank
rip
you.
out your
It's
heart.
because I cry like a bitch. It's so easy.
And I'm a go for that bap on this boy.
Get him.
Get him! Get him!
Yeah. Oh, that didn't.
Didn't
I mean,
what?
I hit, but that didn't give me advantage.
Yeah, I did.
Did it?
I don't know why it's giving you disadvantage, but it gave you
Yeah, that's what I'm
advantage.
saying.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
I bet I know why.
Why?
It's because from the last time you used that sword, you threw it at the demon, so we switched it to throne.
Oh, Jesus.
So, just imagine from 5
I'm
feet,
gonna roll it
you just
one
throw
more
it
time.
at him. Yeah.
Beh. Hey! How many archers am I going to kill?
The time has come.
Ah!
As the sword pierces through him, a effective geyser of darkness just erupts from the wound where you struck him, as well as from the area around him. The blade certainly goes through him and pierces straight through him to the other side, but the lot of you around him are all pushed back as this almost volcanic eruption of darkness circles around him. And you see these tendrils of darkness coming out of it, these ribbons wrapping around his limbs and pulling him up to his feet. I guess that wasn't enough, quick enough.
You know what? I'm gonna take. I can't because I have the sword. Damn it! I'm rolling. No! Wait, 18!
You did it!
I'm gonna pull out the spear.
You're gonna throw the lightning spear at him.
I'm throwing the lightning spear.
Oh.
All right.
It flies off and hits David.
Oh, shit.
Finally.
Ow!
Why do you talk funny? Why you talk fun?
So, what that damage applies to is the shadowy form of Alquam over him. The darkness that surrounds
To go.
Yeah, you
the
know
dark
what? Fuck you,
the darkness
Alquam!
that's surrounding him. The first thing to take form is the shape of a huge wing blocking your attack. So he took that, or Alquam took that damage.
Yay! I
It's-
hit Alquam.
It's not. Alquam is not fully materialized. Like, it seems like Alquam's body is made of Stygian wispy darkness, taking the vague shape of its owl-esque demonic form.
I would like to say the saddest.
I'm still. Die!
Oh.
That's 19. You hit it. You deal 19 damage.
Ian, Isla, there's a bit of a patch job on me that I didn't think would be a problem, but I was hoping this would never happen. You have my permission to do whatever you have to, okay?
I don't know if we can.
You can. Even if my body dies, it won't matter. I trust you guys to make the right choice. I'd always trust you guys. After all, the Braves are always together. So we'll never be separated.
The wings of darkness
The wings of
Killing
darkness
us.
pull in around him and form this cocoon of dark energy around Archer. Yo, Diane!
No one's injured too badly yet.
Oh, Archer is.
Shut your fucking whore mouth, okay?
Look, and that wasn't necessary.
So
I want to get out my gear blade.
Are you gonna activate the fire?
I want to use Firestorm.
You're gonna use Firestorm. Alright, so we gotta roll for some madness.
I might go
That's why I
crazy.
wanted
You
to
might go
do
crazy!
it.
Alright, Isla, go ahead.
What am I? Oh, what am I doing?
Just
I'm
roll that
clicking
table I
the
linked
button.
you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm just looking at the fucking table. 36 to 40. This character is aggressively uncomfortable with nudity, sexuality, and vulgarity. They will actively attempt to cover up anyone who is underdressed and object to innuendos or vulgar
Oh
language.
my god.
It's the anti-Isla.
It's the anti-Isla!
So let's cast Firestorm now that you have your madness. Luckily though, that's a type of madness that if you can avoid triggering it, it won't do anything to you.
That's
Alright.
too many ones, Carrie.
You're right.
Fire builds up along the edge of the gear blade and coats it. You swing the blade and launch this wave of fire towards Alquam. As it strikes the area surrounding Alquam, the fire splits and forms a ring that erupts. The pillar of darkness that constitutes Alquam right now merges with this pillar of fire, giving off this very ominous-looking red and black smoky pillar of fire and darkness merged together. You hear angry Alquam noises. Subtitle, angry Alquam noises coming from within.
I will not do Eldritch Smite because it won't
How
knock
dare.
him prone. So, yeah. Wow! Wow!
That's a lot of
ones!
We're really unlucky today.
Today's been fucking terrible for David.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way. You look shifty as hell.
What? What did you just fucking say to me?
Nothing! Fuck. I think you can read my mind.
Oh, pulling a me right now.
Once!
Did you
Commander
make out with
Strahd
him
giving
too?
us
Meant to die today.
The darkness and the fire start to condense down in tighter until they almost seem to form like a solid substance around Archer.
I don't know.
They compress down and slow, going from being this this quick whirlwind of smoke and fire and ash and darkness. They slow, compress in, and then expands out suddenly. You guys hear a voice coming from the location where Alquam previously was.
This was the only way I could think to make use of this dying servant.
And you see, standing in that place,
giving
rising
you
up,
one the mo.
where once Archer and Alquam stood.
Damn you,
Standing up.
monster!
Look at all that nothing that's on her.
Yep, I know.
I'm about
I said that it was a party episode, so I had to rip out your heart and have an outfit reveal. Her eyes slowly trace over towards where you are, Malaclips.
I would have thought that you would be smart enough to get away from here.
Things like you are my job.
Then do your job, human.
She reaches up and she takes the mask off, because, you know, she has too much on to begin with. That
Oh no, her face is gorgeous.
everything about her is gorgeous.
I'm focusing on the face to be respectful.
Ridiculous. I don't respect her at all.
Do your
Oh,
job.
Lord.
And try to kill me.
Are we really doing this today?
Nope.
Are we really
No, we're
fighting a
done.
god?
No, we're done.
We're
Yeah.
done.
Oh,
I wanted to get to that point,
Oh.
and now we're done.
Look at you.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you all in 2
Body
weeks.
toast.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, everyone.